Hello and welcome to this session on computational mathematics. In this session, we are going to discuss about multivariate calculus. So what is calculus? Calculus is the mathematical study of continuous change. So here basically we study the change within a function. So multivariate calculus is the extension of calculus in one variable to calculus with function of several variables. So here basically we try to study a function having multiple variables. So by changing those variables, how it is affecting the function. So that's what we usually study here in multivariate calculus. So there are two major concepts within multivariate calculus. One is called as differentiation and the other one is integration. So now what is differentiation? Differentiation is breaking down of a function for in-depth analysis. So here basically like we have been given a function, we can just break it down and we can measure each of the variable and we can understand the sensitivity of change within the function value. So here basically it's just breaking out and then studying the function. So the process of finding a derivative is also called as differentiation. So usually we can also say the process of finding derivative is nothing but differentiation. Now derivative essentially gives us the direction or rate of change of a function at any of its point. So how a function is changing when we represent functions in a two-dimensional plane, how a function is changing with respect to direction as well as what is the rate of change, all these we can measure by using differentiation. Deriving the differentiation formula. So now to understand this differentiation, we will take this example. Now suppose we have to find out acceleration of a car. Suppose there is a car and I like this is the graph with respect to speed and time of that car. And suppose here we want to find out the acceleration within the car. Now here if you look at the speed and time, the speed and time like this is nothing but acceleration which is changing with respect to time. So here I just want to know within this x and delta x what is the acceleration within this particular point, that is x and delta x. So x is my starting point and delta x is my ending point. So we can denote this as x plus delta x, which will tell us what is the change within this particular range. So like that within this complete plane there are so many points which is there. Now if I want to find out overall how is the rate of change within this, then we can use derivative. So here basically what we do within this, we will try to bring down this delta x near to x. So the range between delta x and x, we will try to make it nearly equal to 0. So it will not be exactly 0. So delta x will be nearly equal to 0. So the change between the 2 points is nearly 0, but not absolute value of 0. So it will be like 0 point some value will be there. So if we are able to study the change within this smaller range of x and delta x, then we can find out the change within this infinitesimal points. So this is how like basically derivative works, and this is the formula behind it. This is the differentiation formula, which is given as limit of delta x implies 0. So where x is nearly equal to 0, delta x is nearly equal to 0, f of x plus delta x minus f of x divided by delta x. So this is the formula of differentiation. So we'll take a function and we'll try to study the rate of change within that function by using a derivative. Now suppose we have a function and that function is uh, suppose that function is f of x equals 3x square. Suppose we have this function and we have to find out the derivative of this particular function. So now we know that the differentiation formula is given by f dash x or you can write it as dy by dx or we can write it as df by dx, anything is fine, equals limit of delta x implies 0, f of x plus delta x minus f of x divided by delta x. So this is the formula for deriving the differentiation. So here like we just looked at the formula. So formula says limit of delta x implies 0, f of x plus delta x minus f of x divided by delta x. So this is the formula. So now here what we can do, suppose we want to find out the differentiation for this particular equation, which is f of x equals 3x square. So we'll just put it down with respect to this formula and we'll try to solve it. So here within this what we can do, we'll just say limit delta x implies 0 and f of x is nothing but here it will be 3 of x plus delta x square. So we have a function which is nothing but 3x square. So this x square will be x plus delta x square minus 3x square minus 3x square. So as the function says f of x plus delta x minus of f of x, so we have taken f of x plus delta x minus of f of x divided by delta x. So here it will be divided by delta x. So this is what is the particular equation. So now here we have the equation in this form, that is a plus b square. So we can just break it down to a plus b square, which will be equals to limit delta x implies 0 and here it will be 3 of a square, that is x square, plus delta x square plus 2 into x into delta x. 2x delta x minus of 3x square minus of 3x square. So this is the particular equation divided by delta x. So here we have just break it down to a plus b square, which is a square plus b square plus 2ab minus 3x square divided by delta x. So here it will come to limit of delta x implies 0 again, then 3 of x square plus delta x square plus 2x delta x minus of x square. So it will be minus of x square. So I have taken 3 outside divided by delta x. So here basically this is what we are getting right now, and here I can just nullify this x square and minus of x square. So right now we have limit of delta x implies 0 and we have got now 3 delta x. We can take delta x outside and we have delta x plus 2x divided by delta x. So where I will just cut off this delta x with delta x and we are left with limit of delta x implies 0 and here we have 3 of delta x plus 2x. So here what we are getting right now is limit of like f of x is nothing but we are getting 3 of delta x plus 2x. So we can also write it in this format, that is 3 of 2x equals 6x. Okay, just bringing up everything to left side, so it's like 3 into 2x equals 6x. So this is how this is what like we are basically getting here. Okay, this is what basically we are getting here, that is 3 into 2 that is 6 and 3 of delta x, like that. So 3 of 2x equals 6x. This is what we are getting out of this. So now this same thing we can also try it out in Python. We'll just check it out in Python. Now to do this derivative or differentiation within Python, there is a function called as simpy. Okay, sympy, that is symbolic Python. So we'll just look into that in Python. So we'll just open up Jupyter Notebook. I'll just open up Jupyter Notebook here and a new Python tab. We'll name it as multivariate calculus. So now within this we need to import this package that is called as sympy, symbolic Python, as SM. So now using this package we can do multivariate calculus. We can also use NumPy package, but NumPy package has very basic derivative. It doesn't have the symbolic representations of equations. So basically we can use this sympy instead of NumPy. Sympy is also created on top of NumPy only. Now here like we have suppose three variables. Suppose I will take the same one, that is x and y and z, and suppose we want to find out the derivative of this. So here we can use like basically for 3x square we'll try with 3x square. So I'll just write down a comment here. Our function is nothing but 3x square. So this is our function 3x square. This is our function. So now here to find out the differentiation, what we can do is first we'll be representing the variable saying x, y, z. Okay, multiple variables might be there. So right now we have only x, but suppose we have multiple variables. So first in symbolic Python we just have to assign to our symbolic Python package saying what are the symbols we are going to use within this. So for now I'll be using 3x like x square, only x variable, but suppose we have more than this going ahead. So for that I'm just writing it right now saying symbols will be x, y and z. Okay, so multiple symbols can come up, x, y or z. So this is just we are just initiating saying what all symbols might be there. Now here to find out the function 3x square differentiation, for this we can use this function within sympy called as diff, which stands for differentiation. And here we can pass the function that is 3 into x square. Square means two time asterisk will be there. Multiplication means one time asterisk. So this represents 3x square. So now when we run this, we should get 6 of x. That is what we were getting in the result. So let's try here. Okay, we are getting 6 of x. So this is how we can find out the differentiation within this sympy package. So it's very easy to find out differentiation within symbolic Python. Now here we can also find out the differentiation within NumPy, but it will not give these symbols. So the result will be like excluding the symbol. We will be getting the result. To take one more example, suppose I want to find out the differentiation within a function 2 of x. So this is just one single variable is there. So for simple calculus univariable or univariate calculus, it is easy to use NumPy package. So here basically we are changing this x at the amount of 2. So the rate of change is nothing but 2 times of this particular variable. So it is just 2. So here we will just be getting the output as 2. So that is what the rate of change is within this univariate function. So this function is nothing but f of x equal to 2x. So it's a univariate function. For this kind of functions we can use NumPy package for finding out the derivative. So to do that we can use this NumPy as np, and here in NumPy there is a function called as derivative, and within this if we pass the function, it will find out the derivative for that function. So for that we have to first define a function. Suppose I will say function, I'll say my function. Okay, this is nothing but a univariable function where we have only one variable, and the output or the return type from this function is nothing but 2 of x. Okay, this is what f of x equal to 2 of x. So now here to call this function within this derivative, to see the derivative of this particular function, we can just pass it like this in numpy as an argument. And we also have to pass here the value. Okay, like I'll say 2. Okay, or any value, we have to pass some kind of value here. Okay, just a second. Okay, anyways, okay, within numpy it is not working, so instead of that we can use, so it says numpy has removed this, so we can, instead of this, we can use scipy package. So there is one more package, scipy. Okay, so instead of using numpy we can use scipy for this kind of thing. So scipy has a package called as miscellaneous, and within this we have something called as derivative. So we can use scipy here. Okay. Okay, so now here we can pass any value for x, and it will give us the rate of change within that, which is nothing but 2. Because this is a univariate, this is nothing but a univariate. This is nothing but a univariate function, that is f of x equal to 2x. So now to find out the derivative, we can either use this scipy package. So we are not using here numpy. Instead of that, we are using sympy. So sympy stands for symbolic Python. For multivariate calculus, symbolic Python package is there, and for univariate calculus also symbolic Python works, as well as we can use this scipy miscellaneous. MISC stands for miscellaneous. SciPy stands for scientific Python. So this is also one more package, and within this we have something called as derivative. Now SciPy, NumPy, these all are created by one community. So these all works in hand to hand. So within SciPy also NumPy features are still available. So this is how we can find derivative of a univariate function, as well as we saw to find out derivative of a multivariate function. So better like to go with sympy package to find out the differentiation for any given function. So now looking at the other things within differentiation, we have certain rules to find out the differentiation through which we can derive we can derive, or we can find out the derivative much easily. That is like there are multiple ways. One is power rule. So for the function what we were looking at currently, that is f of x equal to 3x square, and for f of x equal to 3x square we did a lot of steps, we followed a lot of steps by using the differentiation formula. So that is what we did just now, f of x equal to 3x square, and we found that the differentiation is nothing but 6x. Okay, for this particular function the differentiation is nothing but 6x. So now here like I just want to find it in one single line by using an equation which is called as power rule. So we can use power rule and find out the differentiation easily, because here the variable is at the power of 2. So now to use power rule, so power rule is given by this particular equation, that is here f of x equal to x square or xn. Suppose we have a power of n, then we can just find out, or we can just solve a equation much easily and faster by using this power rule, which states that f of x equal to n of x to the power n minus 1, x to the power n minus 1. So this n is nothing but this is the power. So here we have the function, so we'll just use this f of x equal to n x n minus 1, and we'll try to solve this particular 3x square. So we have this function f of x equals 3x square. So we'll use power rule here. So now power rule states that f dash x equals to nx n minus 1. So this is the function for power rule given by power rule. So now here for the current equation what we can do is it will tend to f dash x equals now here within this particular equation we have a power of 2. So within this particular equation we have this power of 2. So what we can do here, we can just bring down this particular thing, that is we can write here f dash x equals 3 of 2. 2 is the power, that is n is 2. X of 2 minus 1 is 1. So now here we are directly getting 3 into 2 is nothing but 6 of x. So we are getting 6 of x. So using this power rule, we were able to solve it in a much faster way. So this is how we can find out the differentiation of an equation using the power rule. If the equation is having some kind of power, then we can use this power rule. Similarly, there are various rules which is there in differentiation, which makes solving the equation in a fast and efficient manner. So here the next one is, so here this is the same example. So suppose we have a equation that is f of x equal to 3x to the power 5. So that is nothing but 3 into 5x to the power 4. It will be 15x4, like that. Now the next rule is called as product rule. Now here product rule is applicable if the functions are in the form of a product. So it states that the differentiation is the form of alternate differentiation. So now here suppose we have two function f of x, as well as we have one more function g of x, and we have to find out the differentiation. So what we can do is we can find out the differentiation for g of x, and we can multiply it with f of x, plus we can find out the differentiation of f of x, then multiply it with g of x. So this is like finding out the alternate differentiation. So this is one more rule called as product rule. Similarly, there is one more rule called as sum rule. So here within this slide it's not mentioned. So sum rule is like suppose we have a sum of value, we can use sum rule there. To take one example, suppose I have this same equation, that is f of x equal to 3x square plus 5 of x plus 5 of x. So how do we solve this particular equation? So this is having some addition here, like we're just adding it with 5 here, 5 of x. So now here we can use sum rule, which is nothing but it will be 3 of 2x by power rule. First one, this 3x square will be 3 of 2x by power rule, and 5 of x will be here 5x to the power 1. So we can just use the same this one, that is same rule, power rule, to solve this particular equation as well, that is 5 of x of 1 minus 1. So here basically we are getting 6 of x plus 5. So we'll see if it is coming as same if we do it with SimPy. So this is what we are getting, 3x square plus 5x. So we'll just try it with SimPy package. So now here our function is 3x square 3x square plus 5x. So how do we solve this 3x square plus 5x? So I'll just write it like this, 3x square plus 5x. So now for this what we can do is same differentiation equation we'll use, that is sm dot diff, and we'll be passing the equation here, that is 3 into x 2 times x strict square plus 5 of x. Some error is there, okay. So it says syntax is invalid, so we cannot write like this. So what we can do here, instead of this, we'll just add here extra brackets. Oh, sorry, it might have worked. So here I have directly written plus 5 asterisk x, so like that we have to write. So this is what It is giving 3x square plus 5x, that is 6x plus 5. So this is how we can find out the differentiation using the sum rule. So we can find out using sum rule like while we are doing manually, or we can directly use sm.diff. It will find out the differentiation. Now the other one is called as product rule. So we can just try with product rule. Suppose we have a function that is x square plus 1, and we have one more function that is cos of x. Okay, that is cos of x. So we have suppose two functions here. So like basically just for an example here, I will take a function. So I'll just look into the product rule. So for product rule, I have basically suppose two functions. So to find out the differentiation, we can just find out here, saying the first function is x square. So I'll say x square plus 1. This is my first function. And my second function is nothing but cos of, so it's cos of x. Okay, it is cos of x. So I have two functions here. One is x square plus 1, the other one is cos of x. So now to find out the product rule, we can just write down like this, product of both the function, and it will find out what is the output for that. Okay, so it is giving us 2x cos x minus of x square plus 1 sin x. So this is how like we can also find out for equations which are multiple equations, and using the product rule. So next one here is chain rule. So when two functions are applied to a single variable, then chain rule is applicable. So it is differentiation of one function with the product of another function. So here basically suppose we have one function, so we have to find out, suppose the function is given as gx, and on top of that again we have one more function, that is f of g of x. So now to find out the differentiation for this kind of function where one function is within one more function, we can use this formula, that is finding out the differentiation for f of g of x, then finding out the differentiation for g of x. So like this also we can find out. So this is called as chain rule. So we'll just try out chain rule here in uh, SymPy package. We'll just try it out in SymPy package. So I'll just write it down as chain rule. And here basically like everything works in the same way. So I will take one function, and on top of that suppose I have one more function. So here basically we have this function x square. Suppose we have a function x square minus 3x, x square minus 3x plus 5. Suppose this is our function. On top of that we have again cube of this. Okay, again cube of this. So x square minus 3x plus 5, and on top of that we have to find out the cube of this function. So now to do this, what we can do, so basically it will apply the chain rule and it will find it out. So here it gives us 6x minus 9, x square minus 3x plus 5 square whole square. So this is nothing but the differentiation. So we can directly find for any kind of function, be it in the format of a product or chain or any other format, we can easily find out by using this differentiation function which is there in SymPy. Now the other part is partial differentiation, or we can also call it as partial derivative. Partial derivative of a function of several variable is its derivative with respect to one of those variable with the others held constant. So it's basically like suppose we have multiple variables. We have a lot of variables within a function. Like here we have a function having variables like x, y as well as z. And suppose we have to find out differentiation for each of these variables. So what we can do here, we can use partial derivative. Partial derivative is nothing but finding out the derivative for each of the variable individually, that is keeping the others as constant. So first what we can do for this function, suppose we have this function having x, y and z, these three variables. So first we can find out the derivative for f of x, keeping y and z as constant. Then we can find out the derivative with respect to y, that is f of y, derivative of y, keeping x and z as constant, and then we can find out the derivative of f of z and keeping x and y as constant. Then we can add everything up to find out the complete differentiation. So it's like studying each of the part of the equation. Okay, so it's studying each of the part of the equation. So here basically we'll just try this out here in SymPy package. So I'll just write a comment here saying partial derivative. Now within this, suppose we have this function where we have three variables. So I'll take a function saying f, and suppose here we have three variables saying x square into y, x square into y into z to the power 5. Suppose this is our function having values x square into y into z to the power 5. So now here to find this find out the derivative for this, we can just call the same sympy.diff function, and we'll pass the function, and we will find out the derivative for each of the variables. So now here using this differentiation function, we can just find out the derivative for each of the variables, saying f of x first. So I'll say first to find out for f of x, so it gives me 2x y 5z. Then I will find out for the next one, that is f of y, derivative for y, it gives me x square z to the power 5, and the next one will be f of z. It is giving us 5x square y z to the power 4. So this is how like we have divided the function into three parts, and we are finding out the differentiation for each of the part. Then we can just add it up, saying 2x y z5 plus x square z5 plus 5x square y z4. It will be the derivative for that entire function. This is how we can also work around with partial derivative in SymPy package. So this is all about a derivative. Now derivatives and multivariate calculus plays a very important role within optimization of machine learning algorithms, like while working with machine learning algorithms like gradient descent algorithm, Adam algorithm in deep learning will be coming across calculus. So this is all for this session. Thank you for attending.